you. Let's talk about NAPTIP. Has NAPTIP handled cases involving persons with disability? Can you give our
Yes.
listeners some examples of the nature of the case? Are there
Okay.
NAPTIP staff members trained to handle cases involving people with disability?
Disability, yes. NAPTIP has handled many cases involving people living with disability. And first and foremost, I just want to tell you that originally, NAPTIP was
Yeah.
created to tackle issues of vulnerabilities in the society. Because even all those victims of human trafficking, whether they are persons living with disabilities or not, most of them are vulnerable citizens of the country. So NAPTIP was originally created to tackle issues of vulnerability in whatever form. So persons living with disabilities, they are part of the vulnerable groups we are talking about. So NAPTIP
All
had had
right.
to handle cases of persons living with disability. In fact, as a matter of fact, I'm one of the pioneer staff of NAPTIP. So we were ushered into handling cases of disability with one particular case, one Abigail Ayuba's case, a deaf and dumb from Jos. She was trafficked, she was abused. Eventually, the suspect was intercepted, and the case was followed through, investigated, and went to court. And very fortunately for NAPTIP, we got conviction for 2 years for the perpetrator. And that was the beginning of NAPTIP handling cases of persons with disability. And like I said before, because we are tackling vulnerable groups in the society, of course, these
Yeah.
groups are part of it. So NAPTIP tackles cases of people with disability. And right now, as I'm talking, we've tackled a lot after that, cases of deaf and dumb. And as I'm talking to you also, we have the victims we keep in our shelter, because NAPTIP, we have shelters in the headquarters and all our zones. Even in the
Oh,
shelter,
nice.
like right now, we have a case of a girl that is in the shelter that is deaf and dumb. And very unfortunately for her, the suspect was at large, and up till now, nobody, we were not able to get the suspect, and the girl was even unable, to give enough information about her
Communicate.
family.
Yeah.
Yes, about her family and where she came from. And because we didn't see any suspects, there was no clue on, what to do. So the girl is with us in NAPTIP now, and we've already enrolled her in the special school for the deaf in Kuje. So NAPTIP has been dealing with cases of persons living with disabilities. Some of them is the ones we can handle, and the person will go immediately. Some of them go to court, like the one of Abigail I talked about. So generally,
Yes.
we are created to handle vulnerability cases, and persons with disability cases are part of it. Thank you.
Awesome.